Hi everyone, it's Renee with Delaney Jane Cards and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, quite a while, and lots of stuff has happened in my personal life, and I thought I would give you a little tour of something major that has gone on. So I'm going to toss you back about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, and show you some footage, and then we'll come back and chat. So we have this little room off of our laundry room, and it wasn't being used for much besides a freezer and a cat box and a little bit of storage. So we emptied out the freezer, which was giant and took way longer than we thought, and decided to turn this into, well, you'll see. So once we had it emptied, I scrubbed everything, ceiling, floors, walls, window, and then I taped stuff up. Kelly took down the light fixture, and we were left with this kind of blank space. He pulled the electrical. I mean, this was an ugly room. It was so ugly. And I'm happy to say that it is not. And in the process, we made sure that we did a lot of things that I don't know if you would have to do, but we primed everything because this is an old home and that paneling was ridiculously old and dry, and so we primed that, made sure that it had a really good base for us to continue on with our project. Then we painted it. Well, first we filled in all the imperfections, the walls, the nail holes, the staple marks, the gouges, the everything that you possibly could fill in, we filled in. There was even this like randomly weird little square cut in the wall from the previous owner. You can't even tell anymore. Anyway, we took care of all of that, and then he sprayed the room. He painted it Agreeable Gray by Sherwin-Williams. It is the most perfect gray color. If I could have paper in that color, I would, and it's probably like grout gray. It's so pretty. So we painted, not me. He painted the whole thing that grout gray or agreeable gray, and then we started to hang shelves. Now I had drawn this out on a piece of paper, and until it started to come to life, he had no idea really what I was talking about when I was explaining where shelves were going to go. Once we put the shelves up, we had to put the floor in and place the furniture so that he could see exactly how the desk was going to go in. And in the meantime, he put some new outlets in and some recessed lighting for me. And then he measured where he was going to put this desk. And he had to custom make this desk. It is perfect. It fits so nicely in this space. You would be surprised how much space I actually have. When it's all said and done, it feels like a giant room, even once it's loaded in, and I'm so excited to create in this space. Look how pretty it is. It is so beautiful. Look at all them shelves, and he just really took his time and crafted this room so well, and I appreciate it so much. And it took me several days to load in all of my items, and then he could really see exactly why I wanted certain things in certain places. He hung my camera mount for me. He really went out of his way to make sure that this space worked so well for me because I was downsizing big time. The room I was in was 12 by 13. This room is 4 by 8. I thought I would give you a little bit of a tour of this room and show you how I've got it set up. And it's not perfect. It's a working room, and it's going to take me a little while to make sure that everything that I have set up as far as organization is going to work. And we still have a few things that we want to tweak and add. I'll try to make note of that. But are you ready? Let's jump right in. So as you've seen in my little video clip, this room is very little and it has a lot going on. Now, these IKEA drawers were what my desk was on before. And there's a rolling IKEA drawer unit underneath my desk that I do have some storage in, and I'm not sure that I'll pull it out, but it's just stuff that I don't need a lot, like my labeling supplies, some old wooden stamp sets, and honestly, I don't think there's much else in there. Oh, maybe some like super old foam stamps. Anyway, these two units I picked up, oh, you can hear Onyx, of course. I picked up on Amazon. They are drawers. Hi, Onyx. So, what I did here is they're not deep enough for 6x6 pads, but I put some drawer dividers in here like you would in your laundry drawers, and put the 6x6 pads in there, and that's the top two drawers, and the bottom two drawers are Christmas stuff set up the same way. On top of this first drawer here, I have my dies. These are all of my die cutting dies, and then these are my background stamps and stencils, and behind it are my mats for my silhouette and my Cricut, which are up here on these very custom shelves that my husband built. Still some things that we need to figure out. That's like the hardware for the door, and this plaque from my friend Amanda, which makes my day. And then up here on this shelf that goes all the way around the top of the room is stamps. Those are all stamp sets until you get to here. That is my zig markers, like the old zig markers, and this bin right here is seldom used item. Now if we continue on, this side of the room has 3 shelves, but they are not as deep as the other side, and I have all of my Muse Studio and Stampin' Up stamp sets back there. I have a pegboard back here that has my Zig clean color markers, and all of my wood amount stamps are on these shelves here, all sorted by category. Moving back to this corner, I have this 5-drawer unit back here that has some old PSX stamps, some Victorine original stamps. It has my old Perfect Pearls, and I think some like specialty pens and stuff. And I have this here, this spinner here that has all my Nuvo drops in it, and a little wax warmer back there. I keep my microfiber cloth here. And my husband, he built this room and he put this in here so I didn't lose anything down the side. These drawers are what held up my desk before. They're just 2 Alex drawer units. In here, I just have things sorted by category. They're not very organized. This is like watercolors, colored inks, colored pencils, alcohol inks, stuff like that. Here's all my blending inks, my stamping blocks and platforms, my most used stamping inks. I don't even remember what's in this one. Oh, embossing stuff, all of my embossing things, embellishments, and then those drawers are just more storage, harder to or less often used things. And this is the outlet I use for my embossing, so it's nice and close to my desk. I keep my little trimmer here. I have this spinny cart, but the way it is, it doesn't really spin in here. It's pretty tight. I have these mounted here, these lights for filming. They're very, very bright. I absolutely love them. It was a 3-pack. I gave one to my husband for his desk. And then the outlets that are back here actually combination regular outlets and USB outlets, so I can like run the cord to charge my phone, and these lights. I have a pegboard back here which has my ATG and some other tools. My computer fits right up in there very, very nicely. My charts for my colors, my Copics, and then the other light, and another pegboard here with some other tools. My camera is mounted here. This is a special project I'm working on for my stepdaughter. Back there I have some nail strip things in that basket. This is all of my paper, my card base paper, and this is my coloring paper. Everything else is colored cardstock or specialty paper in the back. Along this side here, I have my Big Shot and Big Shot accessories and little bins of things, glues. This is a foam tape and tape dispenser thing here. I do have a garbage can tucked underneath, and then I have this dresser here which has 6 drawers, and these 2 down here are Birch Press Designs because I am on their design team. This drawer right here is kind of my most used things. It's kind of messy. There is a bin in there for like lost stamps. This one here is embossing folders and refills for my ATG. This one here is Pink and Main, all Pink and Main stuff, and foiling things down below. And that's pretty much it. I do have these 2 baskets that are hanging right here and here, and that's all colored paper, and this is all like big stamp sets and dies and things. That is my room. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I am absolutely loving it. Just for reference, this room is 4 feet by 8 feet and 4 inches, so it is kind of tiny. So that is my new room tour. I hope you enjoyed. I know I didn't go into detail on everything, but sometimes I think these videos can get a little bit long. If you have questions on how I store something, on what I'm using for an organization solution, please just ask in the comments below. I will happily ask them or answer them. I am trying to spend a little bit more time on social media, as you noticed, or may or may not have noticed. I took a pretty good hiatus off of social media, and we'll get into that in the future. But right now, I just wanted to share a little bit of joy with you to let you know that my new space is ready to go, and you should be seeing some videos from me real soon. And until then, give cards generously. Bye!